I am actually on a ski trip in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and I was able to find a thrift shop called Deja Vu. I found a few thrift shops in the Steamboat Springs, Colorado area. However, I wasn't able to go to all of them. Here's a few pictures of the ones in and around. I definitely look every time I go skiing or vacationing anywhere is, can I go thrifting? Those are so pretty, the stained glass. I am actually on my ski trip, but I was able to go to a thrift shop called Deja Vu Boutique. Boutique. I am actually on a ski trip in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and I was able to find a thrift shop called Deja Vu Boutique.
Have we seen this before?
Fine consignment clothing. They have racks out here, and then they do the dated tags, which was really nice. So full price, and then the price goes down by date. I was able to get some goodies. This shop had a little bit of everything. It had women's clothes, it had earrings, handbags, there was men's clothing, and then I found this box. There are pot holders on one side and jeans on the other side, the pockets. When you buy them, it gives back 100% goes to the RC Cattlewomen Scholarship, which I thought was fantastic. I'm looking to get one of these. They're fabric on this side, and then it's jeans on this side. This is handcrafted by the Route Company Cattlewomen, guaranteed to have been behind a cow. I would have loved to spend more time, but of course I can only buy so much to bring back with me in my suitcases. We are limited with what we can get, not just in a thrift store, but any of the stores, any type of souvenirs we bring home. I also saw this box about funding our national parks with the stickers, so of course I got a few of those. I sold another marmalade item. You can kind of see it back there. Let me get it out. I'll take it upstairs. And then I also have it sold on Etsy. This one sold on eBay. And this is the item that I sold on Etsy. So I'm going to get this over to my Lightbox and I'll tell you about both items. It was nice to come home from my skiing vacation to Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and have a couple sales. This item over here, I put it in my cart because I kind of wanted to save it from the landfill. I have not seen this type of craft from the marmalade pattern, so I thought it might be more or less a rare piece. Not that it's valuable, but on the rare side. I paid $5.99 for it and sold it for $10 on eBay. And then this vintage teacup and saucer. Let me show you the bottom of it. Fine bone roslyn china, made in England, hand painted. This beautiful purples and blues and just a nice floral design. Vintage teacup. I paid $4 and I sold it for $18 on Etsy. And that is my two sales. I'm going to wrap those up and take them to the post office. I popped over to St. Vincent de Paul's and it's going to close in about half an hour. So I got to hurry up and get in there and see what I can find to put in my cart and flip online. Green tags are 99 cents and orange tags are 50% off today. Look at all those orange tags, but they are all the clear glass. I'm still looking through them just in case. These look like vintage shot glasses. Tequila Corralejo or something like that. This one's chipped. Restaurant wear. I like that it's a 3-piece set, but I can already see it has a crack on it. Mayor China, $4.99. A quick look through the baskets. Not quite seeing what I'm looking for. I was just talking to someone. She was picking up a bunch of pots for her orchids, and we talked about our love of thrift stores. Look at this. This is beautiful. It says Norco. These are coasters, though. $10.49. But up here, that is really pretty. Vintage ashtray. It could be a candle holder, though. Orange tags are half off, so half off of $4.49. And ooh, and it looks like it's signed down there. First item in the cart. This is not an aisle I normally come in. It's all the arts and crafts. But I like this. It looks like somebody made it. It's hard to tell if somebody made it. Like hand knotted that on a ring. $3.49. I think I'm gonna put that in the cart. Lots of large sets of dishes, but not what I'm looking for. I have some dishes at home I need to get listed. Lots of corral over here. Whole set of false-graph. Oh, the old false-graph too. I already looked through here, but I'm back again because I noticed I didn't really go in the back. That's kind of interesting. Let's see what this is. Oh, it might be a toothbrush holder. Maybe that's what that is. Okay. Could be a vase. I don't know. That's a hobnail. Probably a salt or pepper shaker missing its top. Could use it as a bug vase now. I didn't have a lot of time. I only put a couple items into my cart, but I'm okay with the 2 items that I was able to find. Let me show you what I got. The first item is this, and it can be an ashtray. It's probably an ashtray, or you could put a candle in it. It'd be like a votive holder, like a tea light holder. Tea light more than votive. And it was $4.49, half price. Love the colorings on it. And then I gotta look here. It says DEE 1966. When I saw that it was signed, that was another bonus for putting it into the cart. Now I'm seeing some scratches on it. I think that's fine. No chips or cracks though. And I think I can get anywhere between $12 and $15 for it. And then this boho wall hang. It really does look homemade, because I know you can buy these at craft stores, and I imagine you can do this as well. $3.49 for this. So I did pay full price because that was not one of the discount colors. But I think someone's really going to enjoy something like this. And I think I can get anywhere between $12 and $15 for this item too. My total spend was only $5.38 because I had a little bit of money on account, plus the one item was half price. So pretty happy with that. I was hoping to get more of those mini, like they look like shot glasses, anchor hocking measuring cups. They were small. They had so many of them and I only picked up 4, and now I wish I had picked up like maybe a dozen or so of them. I was able to sell all 4 of them very quickly, and I thought, oh, they would also have made good stocking stuffer type gifts for my friends and family and all that. And I thought, let me run in there. I went right to that shelf and they were all gone. So I'm hoping that people bought them and that they didn't go right to the landfill because they were vintage. Now that I'm back home, I want to get back to doing my live sales on knickknacks.net. But before I do any live sales, I like to list up new items, keep a rolling inventory of new things. So I listed up all of these items. I ran a late night show that I called Floral, Fauna, and Fruit. It was so nice to get back in the saddle and do the live sales again on knickknacks.net. I had a couple of sales. I did one of my late night lives and I sold these 3 items: the lucite orange and yellow napkin holder, the Randall white bud vase, and these 2 items were sold along with this item to the same buyer. She bought these out of the Buy It Now, the 2 embroidered handkerchiefs. My total cost of goods on these items was $7.98, and I sold them for $23. Before I went on vacation, I had sold to the same buyer a set of teacups and saucers and berry bowls of this Franciscan Desert Rose. I told her that I had these plates. She said she would like 2 of them, so I just listed them up today, and she purchased them within a few hours of me doing that. I paid $4.12 for the 2 dinner plates, and I sold them for $16. So here's a fun event that's going to be happening on knickknacks.net at the end of April. It's going to be halfway to Halloween. So now I'm listing my Halloween items up here in March instead of waiting to August. I am still listing up my other vintage items, getting those ready for live sales. I have these teacups, this candle shade topper, and of course I'm listing up my newly acquired item. And the more I look at it, I realize it is not an ashtray. It's too deep in the middle. It is most likely a trinket dish. I am gathering up more of my Halloween items, like this owl cookie jar, my pair of ceramic ghosts. Aren't they cute? And this is a little hobbyist ghost. And I'm also grabbing up items that are fall related. I have a sale on Poshmark, and it just happens to be this pillow with the polar bear on it. I like putting contemporary items into my Poshmark closet, and I bought this so long ago. I thought for sure this was going to sell right away for someone's like dorm room or bedroom or something like that, because it was just an adorable polar bear with the eyeglasses on and the scarf. It's made by POD. I bought this so long ago. I have no idea what I paid for it. Maybe under $2, because I think it's been in my Poshmark closet for 5, maybe 6 years. I knew the right buyer would eventually come along, and they did. I'm going to guess and say I paid around $2 for the pillow, and I sold it for $16. Now I'm back to listing. I wanted to get these up on eBay. They are just so unique. And I'm listing up more items because I'm going to do another live sale, and I like to always have new items, fresh items for each sale that I do. I brought my tiered tray back out and stacked that up with items. I even threw in my patriotic gnome, seeing how we're going to be doing holidays kind of way ahead of schedule. I thought, let me just introduce him. He's actually been in my buy it now, but sometimes people won't buy it directly out of there, especially when it's like the first quarter of the year here. We're not even into April, but I thought, let me introduce my gnome. The patriotic holidays will be coming up. We got Memorial Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, all of that. So I did a late night show, and I sold 4 items on knickknacks.net. I sold this pottery piece here that is signed WA. It has these cutouts on it. Beautiful studio art pottery. And then I also sold this pottery piece that is also signed. I love the colors on it, just very different, unique styles. That's what's so fun about the pottery pieces, and sometimes they're like one of a kind, just very unique how they make them. The chicken mug. People love their chickens. I do believe that is my last chicken item, and I had this for a long time, but I always had it paired up with the cow back there. I finally separated them, because just because you like chickens doesn't mean you like cows. All the other chicken items sold previously. You would have seen that in another video, or videos, because they sold over a period of time. And then I also sold these really fun spoons. Look at these. They're so adorable. Got a ladybug and a butterfly on there. I had the box, so I'm going to ship them like that. It's Villeroy and Bach. It's called Floral Fantasy. It does say made in China. I don't know if they're vintage or not. So for all 4 items, I paid $7.84, and I sold them for $44.